I mean, you can be on if you want to. Are you sure? Okay. Ask.
What up?
Hello.
How's it going, man?
It's going, dude. How are you?
Doing good? How's Florida life?
It's starting to get really fucking hot. People say like, I'm like, it's 85 every fucking day now. So, but no, it's nice, dude. Living the dream still.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll talk again in July.
Yeah, dude. Shit. Well, hopefully I'll be like 40 pounds less by then, so it won't hurt me as bad. But you know, it's still gonna fucking hurt.
It's still gonna be hot.
Yeah.
So you're officially starting a cut for a show or
Yeah.
no?
Yeah. We don't know which one yet. We're just gonna try and peel it off as much as we can, and then just kind of plan from there.
Drop
So
some layers.
drop drop all 10 layers I got. See how long it takes me to get down to something okay.
I think we'll
So,
better than you think.
You're fat as shit. You're fucked.
huh?
I said you're fat as shit. You're fucked.
Yeah, I
Kidding.
know. It's only gonna take 6 months to get to like 10%. It's fine.
It'll be fine.
It's fine. How much are you down, Kyle?
Everything's okay. As of this morning, like a pound. It's a sad
Yeah.
start, buddy.
Fucking rolling.
Yeah, cooking, baby.
Zach, you're doing that same show, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep. I've gained 3 pounds this
Zach's just already ready.
week. Broke 220.
Hell yeah.
Buddy.
Yeah. Yep. We're cutting but going up.
That's what you want. That's the fun stuff.
Yeah, I'm not getting leaner.
Good.
Hey,
You'll
dude.
probably be ready in like 5 weeks.
Yeah. I'll just start taking a little butter knife and I'll send you some in the mail, dude. Just send me your address. We'll get you beefed
Gotcha.
up real quick. We can start cutting.
Yeah. No, that'll be one of the things where like we drop food. I'm gonna drop like 3 or 4 pounds of water first week.
How much you eating right now?
It's like 200 protein, 65-ish carbs, and 520, 530, something around there. So
Okay. Nice.
for Zach, it's a lot to
Hey,
not be a fat turd.
yeah. Oh, that's good, dude. Hell yeah. Put on that weight. Enjoy it while you can.
I already don't like it. I feel heavy. Like, just want to be able to move.
Yeah.
Rizzicat took my sourdough and my pasta all in one fatal swoop. It hurt.
He took all my good shit too.
Yeah, it's a sad
It's
time.
it's see ya, bitch. Took out like 300 grams of rice. Took out all my sourdough.
Right as I actually figured it out too.
Yeah, right as Morgan actually like figured out how to make sourdough, right?
Berzikat's got good timing. I literally walked out of the store, like walking out of the store after replenishing groceries. I got like pasta. I got fucking 2 loaves of sourdough bread. And he's like, all right, man, we're going to get started here. And I was like, son of a bitch,
That's-
you asshole.
Well, Brett, I guess you're getting all my sourdough.
Brett's in prep too.
Yeah, it's fine.
I
Put it in the
my clients,
freezer.
I was like, here.
Put it in the freezer.
Yep.
No.
Rams is going to be eating sourdough PB&Js.
I donated it to Tanya. If she doesn't eat it, her kids will.
That's good. Shit, Brett's what, 7 weeks out now?
6
Six?
on Saturday.
6 has a Saturday, yeah. 6 and 10.
Mhm.
Fuck yeah. Which one is she doing? I keep forgetting.
Junior Nats, and then
Junior USA.
or Junior USA, I'm sorry, and then Just some local Virginia Classic show here.
Gotcha. Nice.
We're gonna get wild at Junior USA.
Buck wild, all of us in prep.
Yeah. And Lindsay gut protocoling.
Full gut protocol.
Only one's gonna be having fun is Matt and Coco.
Perfect.
How's Lindsay's gut doing?
We had to pull everything back
Oh shit.
because I guess the die-off symptoms hit with the histamine response of the period, which turned into her puking and pooping at the same time and almost dying. And
So fun.
yeah, I wasn't home. Like I got home and like there's puke places, and then like it was like poor thing. You could see where she had just like stripped out of clothes because she was so uncomfortable and didn't know what to do. And there was just like a line of like her glasses were on the floor. Like it was one slipper and then another slipper up the way, and then her pants. I felt really bad.
Jesus.
Sounds like me on a
Dude, it was bad. And then like her puke was yellow and it stained everything. Like it stained the bath. I don't know if it was the berberine. I don't know. It was bad. Poor thing. She was miserable, man.
Jeez.
So we pulled everything back, and the whole time she's like, "We need to keep going." And I'm like, "You just need to chill. You gotta calm down." She's like, "It's just one day. I don't want to step back anymore." And I was like, "You're gonna have to just calm down. We're gonna start slowly adding stuff back in." So that's what we're doing now. Today she wasn't too bad, but
so she's ready for prep.
She's just ready to live a normal freaking life.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, she's ready to not have a Buddha belly and be normal for a little bit. I don't know if right now everything's had such a bad taste in her mouth because of just for the longest time, and even just going to the gym or doing anything like just made all of her symptoms a lot worse. So it's just, I don't know where we'll go. I just want to get to the end of this, and then we can worry about like something else, like she's just at the point, she's just over it. And I get it. I mean, dude, I don't know what it is now, but I know at one point she was taking 63 pills a day. 63. And then
me and Trey talked I don't know if she told you, we talked at dinner, and Trey's like, I'd fucking quit. Like either my job, the protocol, I'd have quit something. And I was like, dude, I'd have quit a long time ago. I'd have told you to fuck off.
Right. I mean, she says that to me in like less words or more words. I don't really think it sounds like fuck off, but it's a little bit different how she says it. But she means it with the best intentions. I mean, I can't I'm just, I don't know. It's hard because it's hard to, I guess as a partner, it's hard to make her feel like I understand, but like I'm not in her shoes, so I don't understand, and then of course everybody else, as soon as she says anything, it's like, oh yeah, my stomach has been messed up too lately. Like, oh, go fuck yourself, like and then that just spirals. So like, I don't know. I know that we're heading down a path, hopefully, and I trust Trey. It's hard to see the light at the end of the tunnel. We got lots of things to be thankful about, but it's been long. It's been a long, and it's not even me, man. Like I'm not doing it, and I feel her pain.
Oh yeah. I mean, the only thing I can relate it to is like I had to ride the bench for a month and a half, and I about went fucking nuts in a month and a half. She's been battling for 2-ish years.
Yeah, exactly.
I'd have blown my brains out long ago.
Had 100%, 100%. And so that's where it's like I'm the closest thing to her as far as being able to understand. I can't put myself in her shoes because, like you said, like mentally, I wouldn't have been able to handle this. Like you tell me that I just sit there and spin the wheels and gain weight, and like I'm vain, Like I liked how I look, you know, like it because I've have a lot of childhood trauma about being fat. Like I would lose my shit, you know,
Yeah.
like it was, and then to be able just to continue to suspend your wheels, and then thing that you enjoy most in life makes you worse. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, like I don't know,
Or like
what I'd have to figure out something else to do.
Mhm.
hey, you lose weight by cutting calories and doing cardio and lifting, and then you try those things, and it's like this isn't working. This
Right,
is shit. Like there's literally physically, there's nothing you can do in your power to make it go at
right,
all. Nothing.
yep,
Fuck that.
yeah. I just got a client get tested is getting tested for it. He did a stool test yesterday. So, and he's 13 weeks out. And I was like, hey, bud, like, we probably need to pull the plug on this, you know, like, because he's, I don't know, I guess that virus, yeah, he got the flu. And then I'm assuming he had it before, but the flu made it worse. And like, he hasn't been able to eat probably more than 500 calories in the past 10 days.
It's
So, and so he went to the doctor, and the doctor's like, I think you have H. pylori. And I was like, shit, I think you do too, you know, so. It's just crazy how much it affects people differently.
Mhm.
because there's this weird. I don't fucking know, man. Between me, Tanya, your guy,
Mhm.
like we all get sick. Hers was the flu. Mine wasn't the flu. I didn't even get a fever. I didn't even feel that sick. I'm still coughing phlegm.
Mhm.
Like my stomach's not like I was fine.
Mhm.
I was 100% fine, and now I have like bubbles every time I eat. No rhyme or reason.
Yep.
Taking all my medicine, nothing.
Yeah, I think there's it had to do something with that virus or whatever it is something changing your gut biome.
I
Like,
know, and that's no antibiotics. Like I
and
didn't
yeah, I'm
take.
about to say, even without antibiotics.
I took uh I took cold medicine one night because I was like, if I hiccup one more time and I fucking can't sleep, I'm gonna go insane.
Mhm.
And I just hiccuped. Well, Brett said I was snoring and hiccuping at the same time. Just shaking the bed. Just
God, I would have killed you.
Oh my
Oh
God.
my
she was ready
God,
to.
dude, I would have killed you.
Yep. And then I'm ready to off myself after the first day. I'm like, all right, this isn't cool anymore. You're like talking to a client. You're like, one more rep.
God, don't even pretend, man. It's gonna make you start doing it.
I know.
How was the Arnold, Kyle?
It was good, man. It was a lot of fun. It will be the last year I ever go on Saturday ever again. I will never go on a
Dude,
Saturday.
too many people.
Bruh. You just can't fucking move.
Yep.
It wasn't we had the early pass. So the early pass was fine. It's fine until like noon, and then just get out of Dodge. Just go home. Like it's not worth it.
You can't even walk.
Damn.
No. I'm like pushing through the crowd, like trying to get, but then everyone in front of you just wants to like stop and take pictures, and like if there's something cool on stage, they'll just like stop in the middle of like a 2 lane. I'm like, go, like walk. It was annoying.
Yeah,
But
Thursday is the day to go.
Friday was good too. Friday was good. It did get a little busy towards the afternoon, but not like unbearable. Saturday it got to be like unbearable. Where I was like, "Fuck this, I'm out."
Yeah, I can't do that stuff anymore.
The
Get
hostile,
anxiety and I'm gonna kill people.
the line was ungodly long all day.
For where?
Hostile,
Oh yeah.
so absurd. I could have. I had the early entry. I could have like booked it back there, but I didn't care enough to see them. And Core Nutritions was doing a. They had these like little tubs. They had like 2 protein bars in them or something, or protein brownies, some like pro or supplement samples.
Mhm.
But it did 200 a day, and there was a golden ticket in 2 of them, one each day. And if you got the golden ticket, it was free protein for a year.
Oh dang.
Shit.
So that was the first line I hit every day.
I'm guessing no luck, huh?
I did not get a golden ticket. I'd have fucking flashed that all over Facebook or Instagram or whatever.
What was like the coolest booth there?
Mm, there wasn't really anything that was like over the top. I mean, Jim Reaper had a cool booth. It was like shipping containers. Ian had no like. I don't know if I caught him like right when he showed up. He had no line to like see him. Um, Raw had the same booth they had at the O. It was the exact same. They just moved it. Most of the stuff was all the same from the O. There wasn't really anything I was like blown away by.
What would you say is bigger, the Arnold or the O's Expo?
Arnold.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll put that one in my pocket for later.
I think so.
Me and Lindsay always argue about that.
Are you
I'm
Team
Arnold. Team Arnold.
That convention center is huge, man. I think it
It's
took me
huge.
longer. I think it took me longer to get through all the booths, and it's definitely busier than the O.
Mm-hmm.
Like you and me and her, we were all able to like hit things multiple. Like I didn't even want to wait in the Rule 1 line for on like Saturday to like get another bag. Like they were doing the same giant bag with
Yeah.
tons of sups and shit and t-shirts. I didn't even want to wait in line again. I was like, fuck that, I'm not doing that. The lines to even get like free energy drinks on Saturday were absurdly long.
Really?
I didn't wait in many of them.
I'm still drinking fucking energy, or not drinking. I still have them in my fridge. I keep giving them away from the Olympia. I had one the other day and then my stomach hurt really bad, and I was like, all right, gonna give the rest of these away.
I left mine there too. That's right.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Was,
what did y'all think of the placings for open?
Open.
Hottie had it. Hottie had it 100%. Like,
By a mile.
no question in my mind. I thought Samson looked okay. I mean, he looked great, but I think it was not his best showing.
Right. Well, I mean, fuck when you prep for 2 years straight, I guess.
Oh yeah, for sure. And then I heard that he's confirmed for Europe or Brazil or whatever the one's coming up.
UK,
Right.
yeah. Well, they said I just listened to the podcast that Fuad does, and I would assume it's true. But it was literally just a cold and or like flu, like sickness. And I guess Samson was not clear in his post that was what was wrong with him. He was going to get antibiotics. He was not. He wasn't like breaking down from shows, chemicals. He was breaking down, or he got the flu, shaking hands all day on Sunday apparently, or some sickness.
Okay. All right.
Well, that's good.
And no word on the coach.
Yeah.
I'm calling Boss Outlaw.
I could see that. He's doing too well right now not to, I feel like.
He won't go to Hani. I don't think Hani would take him.
You don't think so? Why not?
You want to have three of your dudes jockeying for the top three in the same division? Like Lunsford was a 212 guy and just happened to go to open and do really well and be the top two. But I mean, yes, like those guys do have a couple in the top division, but to have three dudes jockeying for the top and you trying to peak like the top three.
Yeah, I mean, you saw how well that went last year with Howdy walking out. So, I mean,
I don't see that happening.
I don't see it happening.
I don't see it happening, but he could also just say, fuck it. Who cares? Maybe Connie thinks that he could do better with Samson and go over the top of both of them. You don't know.
Or Hani's just going to start prepping the entire Olympia lineup.
It has all 10 in there.
Yeah.
That'd be wild. I still think Rafa looks pretty comparable to Samson right now. Maybe not.
Oh, yeah.
But I was super surprised.
He definitely held his own. I think that if he has a decent year, he may make some noise in the O.
He needs to get denser. I just don't think he can play with like. I think he's ready to beat Samson yet. He can't play with Nick Walker.
Yeah, but I think I'd like to see him and Hunter next to each other.
Yeah, that'd be a good comparison. Yeah.
I'd like to see him and Hunter next to each other. I mean, he held his own against his Akeem side shots, and
Yeah.
Akeem's side shots are dumb.
Especially on Saturday.
Yeah.
Akeem was stupid on Saturday.
Yeah. So I thought that he definitely had made improvements from the last time we saw him. He was a lot bigger. A lot more.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
And stayed pretty.
Yeah.
Stayed pretty.
Anton looked really good.
Yeah, that was good, Anton.
What the hell? I think we all had him like 9th or 8th or something.
Well, because the last time he was on stage, man, he looked like when he was on Olympia stage in what, 22? Like he looked tiny. Like he looked good, but he was small. Like he did not look small this time around.
No.
Nope.
No, sure. Where was Bose? Did he just decide not to show up?
I guess
I
so.
think so.
Just wanted to see it.
Force MD fucked all of us.
He looked so bad, dude.
He did. He did.
I got tricked.
Everybody got tricked, man.
Yeah.
Everybody got Instagrammed. Bodybuilder.
Trey came in talking smack. Everybody's like, "Oh, we need to change your stuff."
I know. And
but I mean, he did in our defense. He did kind of hold his own against Samson last year.
He beat Nathan Diasha.
Yeah. But he missed. I don't know what they did, but don't do that again.
That was not it. That is for sure. He's a Milos guy?
I have no idea.
I was talking to Matt. He said that Matt thought he was a Milos guy.
He's so hit and miss, I feel like. He's always fucking on, or he's just not even close. With those guys.
I texted Berzicott after, and I said all Berzicott athletes marked safe from eating 6 McGriddles.
What did he say?
He said that's good, especially since you and me both ended up in prep, and Zach. Matt, I'm gonna need you to account for 6 McGriddles.
Yep.
Watch.
I'm not gonna eat. Yep. Just gonna take off 2 days from eating to have 6 McGriddles.
Watch Scott never come on a podcast ever again.
Never gonna come on again.
Never.
Yeah, I'm super busy, guys.
I just can't make 6:30. Can we do tomorrow? Oh, sorry.
Can't do tomorrow either.
Yeah. So we'll get him one of these days. The secret prep. What does that even mean?
Are you his coach, aren't you?
Scott? No,
Yeah.
no, he actually does himself.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I mean, he asks me questions and shit, but like, no, he does all of his own stuff.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
I think I could do that.
I'm totally gonna tell him that though.
What?
That you think I'm his coach? Yeah.
I didn't know it was a question. Shit.
It's like,
Only time I did myself is I went to the hospital. So
Well done,
cool.
sir.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
Colon blockage.
Oh, buddy.
Yep.
Was
I started diuretics on Wednesday.
Was that before or after you pinned your calf?
I think that was probably the same year. A lot of learning experiences that year. I can't really say that I've, like, as a coach, I can say that I've done most stupid things and be like, hey, man, we shouldn't do that because that's not
Let's
going
not do that.
Like, I went and I did that and was so dehydrated that I ate something that it did not move through my stomach.
Oh boy.
Like I tried to dirty up the evening and it just got stuck. And all I did was sweat my tan off through the night and then wake up and was so watery and like just flat and filmy.
Sounds great.
Awesome.
Yeah, diazide riddles don't mix, bro.
Yep. And then the only thing I could do to be comfortable was lay on my stomach. And like I was like laying on my stomach backstage because it hurt so bad. Finally got through the show. And I was about to go to the emergency room and I finally took a poop and I got a little relief and then drank a bottle of mag citrate and the floodgates opened. But it was great. I was I was going to the emergency room. I was not in a good place. We got off stage and I was like, "Hey, this is not good. I just been drinking coffee all day, trying to get myself to poop, and it just made it worse. It was so bad, so bad. So we won't be doing that ever again.
No.
Yeah,
I would.
no. Oh, just like Trey said, and he didn't even win. Like did all that stupid stuff, and he didn't even win.
I'd be like peeled out of my fucking gourd or fat, one of the two. And I'd be like, yeah, more cardio. Do it.
Yep. Well, dude, I shit you not. Like, the year that Nick Walker's debut at Chicago Pro, I saw Akeem at the hotel at 9 p.m. Friday night doing on the Stairmaster. 9 p.m. Friday night. They did 60 minutes of cardio on the Stairmaster Friday night before the show. Like, why? Like, what is why?
Your legs aren't going to look good after that, I promise.
He won the damn show. Like, I mean, it made no sense.
That's the secret. We're not doing 60 minutes of stairs before the show. That's why we're not winning, guys.
That's exactly it. I mean, I do like seeing lines in my legs. That's important to me. I would never see lines in my legs if I did that. So what else is new?
Prep for everyone.
Just prep for everyone, I think, right?
I'm gonna go see tomorrow and fuck the bucket. So it's pretty exciting.
I was so mad they didn't have the bucket the other night, dude.
That's a travesty.
I know. I was looking all around. Nobody had a bucket.
Son of a bitch.
When do you go watch tomorrow?
Yeah, tomorrow sometime. I got a my strongman competes in his first show of the year tomorrow morning, so I got to drive like 2 hours to Virginia for his show, and then when I get home, we'll go see it. Hopefully by like 5 or 6.
Dude, it's good.
I need to go see the damn thing.
I honestly can tell you that is probably the best movie in a movie theater I've ever watched in my life.
I've heard that from multiple people that it changed cinema.
It was good.
It was one of the ones when the original came out. Me and Brett, like, we would just go see movies in prep just because it's fun, I guess, and you can sneak your food in. And it was one of the ones she's like, I don't care, you pick whatever. And I picked it, and I was like, she's not gonna like this shit. We got out of the theater, and she's like, when's the next one? I was like, I don't fucking know. Eventually. So she's hooked.
You see, I thought the first one was pretty good, but like, I didn't think it was like amazing or anything. Granted, I watched like the first half of it without any like audio on a trip to Mexico, and then I watched the second half of it on the airplane without any audio. But like Dune 2, I thought was a lot better than the first one.
Well, the first half, it was just a lot of character development.
Yeah, story and setup. It's like the first season of Game of Thrones. Like, it's serviceable.
And I've heard some of the new characters are badass.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Good. It's a good one.
Excited for the movie, excited for the bucket, all of it.
There's so many memes. There's so many memes.
So I'm doing like a presentation on a whiteboard today. I don't think I sent it, but it was like, got an idea. fuckable popcorn buckets.
No, babe, I'll totally love you if you're a worm.
That one got me. You know what, babe? I definitely would.
Did you see that? I watched some of Dave Portnoy's stuff, and he was talking about how he can't go to the movies. Did you know that he had a heart attack from eating so much popcorn at a movie theater?
No, that's impressive work.
Yeah, like he ate four. He got 4 buckets. He ate 4 buckets of popcorn by himself at Dune.
Holy shit.
Like that's insane.
He doesn't
Like,
sound like a guy that should be eating pizza every place he stops
yeah.
at.
And so like, and then he was like, "Yeah, you know that I had a heart attack at a movie theater from eating too much popcorn." And I was like, "What?" So apparently that's actually a true story. He was like on his 5th or 6th bucket of popcorn and had a heart attack.
So four's the limit.
I guess 4's the limit. I never thought about I needed to know that information in my life, but
So we can't get to 6 McGriddles. We can't get to 6 buckets of popcorn.
Yep.
What can't go past 5 on anything around here.
maybe we can get over 5 pieces of pizza. I know that I've done that multiple times.
How about 5 whole?
I've definitely eaten a whole pizza.
No.
I ate 94 Chick-fil-A chicken nuggets.
Did you really?
Yep.
Dude.
And I was trying to get to 100 because this little 120-pound girl had done 105 and she was bragging and stuff. And I wanted to beat her so bad. But I was falling asleep eating because I had worked 12 hours that day. And so like I was falling asleep and you had to have, it was a medium fry and then you just kept getting chicken nuggets. And so I'd eaten my fry and I was on like 80 or 85 and like I was sitting at the table like nodding, like trying to eat. And the waitress is like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine." I was like, "You know what? Can you bring me a cup of coffee?" And bro, that was the worst decision in the world. And like, oh yeah, like my guts just started expanding. And like, so I got to 94 and I was like, all right, that's it. Like it was up in my throat. And I was like, that's it. And so we drove home and like we had this long driveway. And dude, I was driving and was like, oh, it's time. And I yanked the e-brake, rolled out of the car, dude. I puked chicken nuggets out of my nose. I swear they came out my ears. Like it was the worst. Like we've all had some like really bad like alcohol pukes, right? Like it was like the only thing I can compare it to is like the power is if you ever did the gallon challenge with milk, like
No.
how that okay.
No.
That is like just the power vomit. And it was like that, but it was chicken nuggets. Like I smelled chicken nuggets for like a month and a half. And they were like stuck in my sinuses. It was so bad.
You eat a McDonald's chicken nugget ever again?
No, this was Chick-fil-A.
You ruined the Lord's chicken?
I mean, for a little bit, yes. And oh my God, like so I finally like got up and I puked and I felt so much better. And I went to bed and woke up at like 4 a.m. and it was the thirstiest I have ever been in my life, like prep included. Like I woke up and was like chugged like 100 ounces of water. It was nuts. I was so thirsty.
1,000% was just going to ask you how much sodium was in that.
Oh, I don't even know, dude. It was just grams on grams of sodium. I mean, I could pull the math up. Hold on. See.
How long did it take you to, or how much time did it take you before you could go back to have fucking Chick-fil-A again after that?
Dude, it was a while. It was definitely a while.
You know what we should do? If we can ever get Scott to eat 6 McGriddles, one of these big, maybe the O, because that's a big show. We got to do, I've been dying. I mean, I wouldn't be upset if I lost, honestly. The 24-hour Waffle House challenge where you have to go eat like waffles. And for each waffle, you get an hour off your time. But you got to stay there for 24 hours minus however many waffles you can hammer.
So you have to be at a Waffle House for 24 hours.
Yeah, and so if you eat 12 waffles, you get
You
out
can
in
leave.
12 hours.
You have to eat it one every hour, or can you just eat them all at once?
If you can eat 24 waffles, you get out of there in however long it takes you to eat 24 waffles.
Okay.
So for each waffle, it deducts an hour from your 24-hour stay. So
Okay.
comes to how many waffles can you eat, motherfucker?
I mean, I don't know. Can I do
I've
laps
always wanted to
there?
find out. It's a popular fantasy football punishment.
Yeah.
I'd be upset to lose that challenge. I want to see. I'm curious.
That would be rough.
Oh, it's gonna sit like a brick. Waffles? Oof.
Yeah, 24 waffles, dude.
14,560 milligrams of sodium.
Well done, sir.
Yeah. That miracle I have a heart attack.
That's a sodium load.
Yep.
How much sodium's in the fucking 6 buckets of popcorn then? Like,
I don't know.
It's gotta be less than the fucking 96 chicken nuggets.
I mean, his blood probably just turned to butter at some point. Like, it's a lot of butter to intake. And I know I'm putting extra butter on any movie theater popcorn. You layer that thick.
No.
All right, now we're getting sidetracked. Okay. Actually, there's only 1,500 milligrams of sodium. Oh, hold on. Okay. Yeah. It's got one large theater popcorn contains up to 1,200 calories and not to mention 1 to 3 days worth. So 3 days worth of saturated fat and 1,500 milligrams of sodium.
So he ate like 6,000 calories in the course of like 2 hours.
Yeah.
I can't remember what movie he said it was. It was a long movie. And he goes to a movie that.
How do you not get popcorned out?
I don't know, man. I feel like you would get like flavor fatigue.
Yeah, like the butter just be like, no, I'm out. I'm done.
Yeah, like even if it was stretched out over a period of time, like you have to lose. The flavor fatigue has to be is a real thing. Like I don't know if you've ever tried to like power eat stuff before, but like at the end, like it's just bland. Like there's no flavor. You have to change the flavor in order for it, and then go back to it for it to actually taste like something.
But I mean, I'm too fat to get up once from the movie theater to refill my popcorn.
No, he goes to a theater. He
So
goes to a theater where you push a button and they bring you more popcorn.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. He was like, they come and because somebody asked that question, and he was like, no, the theater I go to, like, whenever I'm done, I just buzz them and they come and give me another popcorn.
Have you been to an Alamo Draft House?
No.
Alamo Draft House, like the seats are far enough away, and there's a rail in front of you, and on the rail there's a little light, and you each get like there's menus on the little railing, and you just put this little card in, and the waitress will come by like ducking in front. She like looks at your card, and you just wrote like, I mean, they have a full menu. You can get pizza, burgers, whatever the fuck you want, or beer.
Yep.
And you just write on your little card like what you want, and they'll bring you your food. I'm sure popcorn's on the list, and then they just do their like they're regular like waiters and waitresses. So like if they see your card up, they'll come like down the aisle, grab your little card, and be like, "Oh, so just 4 beers?" Yep. And they go back and get your beer and bring it back to you.
Nice.
It's not bad.
We need 2 large pocket pussy popcorns.
Yes, with the Dune bucket.
extra Dune.
Extra butter.
Can you put some butter on the worm?
Make sure the teeth have enough butter on it, please.
My hand to get butter.
Dude, movie theaters are so fancy now. Like we just went to one. Like the one back home we used to have was like so run down and shitty. I mean, we chose to go to that one just because nobody would go to that one. So like there's nobody in the seats. But like the one we went to out here has freaking reclining seats. I'm like, that's a thing.
Yes.
Yep.
Just first class
seating and all that stuff.
Yeah, dude, that's crazy.
There's one around here that's got massage seats.
Ooh,
Yeah,
I get down with that.
I could too, but I probably fall asleep. Honestly,
Yeah, that's the one problem with those reclining seats.
yeah, little nap ski.
I think you're
Yeah.
using your bucket wrong, man. You're falling asleep.
Sir, why are you face down on the seat?
Oh man.
Got shit to do.
You guys
Hmm?
should too.
No, no, I don't. Just fucking the bucket.
Got shit else to do but fuck the bucket.
Oh man.
Y'all got any shows coming up with your clients?
Well, Zach and I got this guy Philip. He's 9 weeks out right now for this INBA show.
Yep.
So
Is
he's
that
like
natty show?
IPA beer show.
it's IPA beer. What's that called?
Is that a natty show?
Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, the posing is nuts. Like I've done some, OCB is kind of off and different. Has like extra poses, but like his posing for classic is you get your front double, your front relax, or sorry, you do all your relax poses, front double, front lat spread, both sides, side chest, both sides, side lat, or side tricep. Then you do back double bicep, back lat spread, ab and thigh, a relax with the vacuum. Then you do a victory pose. Then you do a twisting back shot. And then you do a most muscular, at a crab, and a classic pose of your choice.
God damn.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's the stupidest shit I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
How'd you pick that show for?
He picked it, dude. I'm like, I mean, I gave him like a whole different list of like different OCB or these other shows, but like, there's just nothing close to Montana other than, yeah, he's a Montana kid. So,
He looks
yeah,
good. He's gonna look good. He's gonna look
yeah.
good.
He is staying a lot bigger than I thought he would. I thought he would shrink down quite a bit, but he's holding on to everything, it looks like.
Well, he's powerlifting background. He's just got that density.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is what lifting big weight does for you.
hmm I'm trying to think. I still got a lot of food I can mess with him on. Yeah, I haven't even touched like his pre and post workout carbs or anything yet. So he's still money on that. We're still not even doing like 2 day cardios. I mean, I have him doing like a walk in the morning, like fasted, instead of like trying to hammer 2 hard cardios.
Mm.
But I have him doing a cardio after working out too. But I think here we're gonna get pretty close to start really fucking him up. So,
Yeah.
but he's
Yeah.
doing pretty decent so far.
He still feels good enough to fill himself.
He tag you in all those reels too.
Yeah, he's killing me. I love it. I love first time competitors, man. It's so funny. Especially whenever like those guys when they've never got lean before. Like you start seeing all these things and you're like, whoa. Like I love it. Like I can't help. I mean, I make fun of it, but I can't help it. It's I still love it. He's like, finish with these bicep curls today. It's the same bicep curls you've been doing for the 12 weeks, 18 weeks. This is cracking me up.
I can see a bicep vein today though, so we're
Hell yeah. Yep. Cracks me up, man. I love it. That's one of the things that I love about bodybuilding is it just you like see these new things and like it's so exciting going through a prep and and it's like it's first time seeing this and wow, look at that. And we're like, and I'm, talking to him, he's like, I'm getting really close. I'm like, you're not really close at all, but you're definitely like
You got 9 weeks, but
you got 9 weeks. Like that's gonna get a lot different. I said, I know you're seeing changes all the time, and it's super exciting, but think about how much further we're gonna go.
Oh, dude, he asked me today. He's like, "Oh, I can't believe I can't wait to see what we look like under 170. We're getting pretty close, aren't we?" I'm like, "No, buddy, we got like another 20 pounds we got to lose here."
Yep.
Fucking break all of his hopes and dreams, you know. So
Yeah. Remember this look because you'd be like, this is where I want to end up next time.
it's yeah, yeah,
I
exactly.
remember at like 34 weeks out, I asked Matt, like sitting at like 230 some pounds. And this was after the stomach bug. I puked my brains out after the Arnold. And I was like, he's like, all right, we're just gonna go ahead and start prep. And he's like, that weight had to come off anyway. So you're good. I was like, great, man. And he's like,
Yeah.
I was like, so what are we thinking stage weight? And he's like 185. And I was like, what? I have 50 some pounds to lose. You're a fucking psycho. Sure enough, I hit like my prep low was 185. He's like, I told you.
Um,
Yep, that was my first show. I lost 66 pounds in 12 weeks.
In 12 weeks, god
oh,
damn.
Yeah, it was pretty rough.
dude,
I
what?
at least got a break in the middle where Berzicott was giving me like a cheat meal a week. It was just like a little diet break, but still progressing, but it kept my sanity.
Yeah, no, this was straight tilapia and asparagus and a little bit of rice.
Sounds
Just a
awful.
sprinkle of DNP on the top of the tilapia.
No, it was just a lot of Clen and T3. A lot of Clen and T3. Oh, no, I started the prep at 256. Chubby boy. And I came my low was 190. And I was like 191 on stage.
Don't
Oh,
even
God.
talk to me about chubby, bro.
Do what?
Don't even talk to me about chubby.
Oh, dude,
Bro.
I was fat. I was not. Because I probably still could have lost. Like, my glutes weren't in. I probably could have been 182. I probably could have lost 10 more pounds.
Oh, shut.
And so I was chubby. Oh, hold that thought.
I got
Shit, I want to see fat sack.
think we've all of us here been fat at one point.
I've definitely been fatter. I'll put that out there.
It's the one of me hunched over on the boat for me holding a beer in my hand. That's my pinnacle.
I haven't seen that one. What's that one?
I got you. I'll send it to you on Instagram.
You don't want to show it on here like Zach is.
Oh, if it'll come through clear, does it come through clear? Oh, I guess it does.
That does not even look like you. What
Does it? You look like. Do you know what that looks like?
What?
That looks like Tom Hardy from the Warrior movie.
Yeah, it was
It doesn't even look like you in your face. That's crazy.
I lost 17 pounds the first week.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Oh, dude. Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Was that the self-coaching year?
No. Like, this was the 1 week difference.
God damn.
Jesus, dude.
Yeah. Hold on a
I'm
second.
gonna try to blow this up.
No, totally incredibly different. God damn, man.
Yeah, we were fat.
It's
I
really
was
cool.
260. I stopped lifting for a while. I was 260 pounds of beer.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
I cut on my own, and then after I cut, I wanted to bulk and hired Berzicott.
Ugh.
What was old Kyle's beer of choice?
Whatever you handed me. And then
It's good flavor.
I got into like craft. I was brewing beer. Like when I started working at Berzicott, I was a brewer. And like,
Oh, shit.
I mean, just being able to drink beer while you work is not a friendly environment. Great job, but oof.
That's fun. That's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
Well,
great.
like the best days were like they'd be like, all right, the company's coming in, they want a canned beer today, and you're like, all right, cool. So they run the whole canning operation, and all I had to do was take the beer, put it in a 4-pack, and put it on the scale. If it did, or I was each individual can. The guy put it in a 4-pack after me. but I'd put it on the scale, and if it didn't weigh what it needed to weigh to be a full can, you set it to the side and it's a low fill. Every low fill that you had was like, well, we can't sell these. So you just start like drinking while you're just like putting them on the scale. Nope, this is another one. This one's mine. Like by the end, you're just half shit faced.
Oh God. I mean, that kind of sounds like a fun job, though. Not gonna lie.
It's a fun job, but the pay, for obvious reasons, the pay is very low.
Yeah.
I was making 40 a year is where I was. That was about it for where I was.
Yeah, but you were saving $300 a week on beer.
Yeah, dude.
It's very true. You get so
that's
in
15
Loudoun
grand
County,
a year.
I could go to any brewery and be in Loudoun County and like, hey, brewer over here, and they're like, oh, beer's on us.
Yeah.
So it was a
You were
benefit.
technically making closer to 60.
Yeah.
How's the benefits package? It's actually really good.
It's just
got great health care, and I drink $20,000 worth of beer a year.
I do miss that job sometimes.
Yeah.
Tell Berkeley you're going back. See what he says.
I stayed there for a while doing my diet, and all the other guys were having shift beers or everything, and I was behaving myself.
I just love that it was a thing. Oh, shift beers. It actually had a name.
So yeah, exactly. You gonna have a few shifties before you leave and drive home.
Yep, will do. Jesus.
Oh my God. That's some Virginia shit if I've ever heard one.
And that's the fucking truth.
Son.
Yeah, Lindsay'll there'll be days where she'll say something like Kyle will do something, we'll bring up something about Kyle and Brett's past, and I'll be like, she'd be like, well, that's weird. I'm like, it's just West Virginia, babe. And she's like, yeah, I guess so. I was like, this is some weird shit you just don't understand up there.
Wild and wonderful, baby.
Can't see shit. Yeah, it's totally your fault.
So game of the House of Dragons, June.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Oh, House of Dragons, June.
About damn time.
And the boys should be anytime soon too. I'm ready for that one.
I fell out on the boys, like season 2-ish.
Really?
Really?
That's where you get good.
Season 2 was great.
Yeah.
I think it was season 2. Yeah, I fell out.
Yeah.
Might have to give it a go.
Get another go. Because I hate for you to be a faggot.
I'm waiting on Peaky Blinders for sure. I need Peaky Blinders to come back.
Yeah, it's they're supposed to make it a movie for that, not the show.
They are.
There's not another show.
What's his name? Arthur actually in real life got busted for possession of cocaine. He took his role a little. It was method acting.
Yeah, not surprised by that whatsoever. I did love his role. He was so good.
Everyone in that show is.
Yeah, the whole show was great.
I love Cillian Murphy. He's a damn good actor.
Yeah.
You guys watch that Lord of the Rings one too? Rings of Power? Are y'all Lord of the Rings people?
I like the movies, but I never even tried the show.
Oh, dude. I thought it was good. It's not as good as the movies, but it's still Lord of the Rings, so
Yeah, I probably would like it if I watched it. Like Lord of the Rings were never, I thought they were good, but I just never got into them the way I did like kind of everything else.
I think season 2 comes out kind of around the same time as House of the Dragon this year. So it's the only reason it reminded me of it.
Gotcha.
So
I probably need to watch it because I probably would enjoy it.
oh, it's pretty good. Yeah. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. I'm finally getting Morgan to watch fucking Breaking Bad. So,
Yeah. That's what I'm in right now. So,
oh yeah.
halfway through the second season.
Oh, dude, we're on season 2 also.
Yep.
Look at that.
Zach, you've seen it before, though, right?
No, ever. That's one of the things that I would like. I
Dog.
know. That's what I know. Like, it's one of the things where like I watch on my own, but most of the time, like, I don't like watch stuff if Lindsay's not there half the time, or at the station lately is usually where I would watch stuff, but we've been so freaking busy lately, or I've been so busy with everything I got going on, like I just hadn't watched anything. And so like it just would go to the wayside, and then I'd forget about it and be like, oh shit, I need to watch Breaking Bad. And then I like start back and the same thing would happen again. So
That's probably one of my favorite shows of all time.
Dude, Morgan doesn't like it.
What?
Yeah. Yeah, where are you? You come over here. Yeah,
Divorce her.
you're being put on the spot.
It's definitely grounds for divorce.
That's
What'd you say?
it's grounds for divorce right now.
Oh, bullshit.
You
What
can't make enough pumpkin cookies to make up for the fact that you hate Breaking Bad.
I'm not making any pumpkin cookies right now. He's cut everything out. He's being a good boy.
Trying to detox, bro.
yep.
So you don't like
I'm just
Breaking
sending you my
Bad?
address.
Yeah.
It feels like all it is just them getting into stupid fucking mistakes every episode because one of them's idiot and then they just sit there and yell at each other for the entire hour. Like it's just not.
But it's like that's like being a man. That's literally us.
Well, then
Not
maybe,
making pumpkin cookies.
Maybe that's why you don't like it. And
Yeah.
that's why we relate to it so well. You're like, oh, that's something I would do, and then I just be pissed off at my friend for the next hour.
that makes it better.
No, it doesn't make us feel better.
I'm just putting logic on the table. Doesn't mean that I think it's right.
You look at one of them, you're like, oh, that's my fucking idiot friend Dave. He would have done that.
Yep.
What's the last thing you watched on the show there, Zach?
Right back at you, girls' room.
Because I know, like, let's see. What was the last thing? Oh, I think I'm on episode 5 or 4 of that one. Because what's his name? The drug dealer already died, and the brother-in-law came and saved him.
Okay.
Got him.
Yeah.
So they're trying to, put that under wraps. I think, yeah. And then his wife's kind of getting, because he disappeared, and then his wife's all weird now. Which that's the one thing I don't like about the show is it just pisses me off. Like, dude, the guy's got terminal cancer. Like, leave him alone. Like, let him do what he wants. Like that makes me angry. Like, there's like, oh, we're worried about you. Like, no, leave him alone. He's got terminal cancer. If he wants to do anything for the next 6 months of his life, like, let him do it. And you should just
Buckle
be
up, Zach. You got like 5 more seasons of that.
What?
Then buckle up. You got about 5 more seasons of that.
Like that part of me, that's the one thing I just hate about it. Like, no one understands that, like, all right, well, I got nothing to lose. Like, I'm sorry, if that happened to me, I would go insane. I would go insane. I would go on benders. You would not find me. Like, I would ruin my life.
Lots of meth. Yeah. Sounds
It
like
would
that.
look like
I mean,
Scarface.
I can't say that I would probably make meth, but I'm just telling you, my choices of life would not be very positive.
It'd be Scarface. I'd have a giant mountain just in front of me, like, okay.
Just whatever. Do it all. I got a bucket list wrote down that I made when I was like 25, and there's still a lot of stuff on there. And some of them will not be conducive to my life that I currently lead.
You check in with like these big fucking black eye bags, and I'd be like, what the fuck happened to you? And he'd be like, meth. It's insane. I bench pressed 500.
Yep. A lot of cocaine.
Definitely.
Definitely. Oh, Philip's asking me what body fat percentage I think he's at right now. Are you sure I'm not that lean?
Yeah. Oh, you might be 10, maybe. And probably being lenient there.
This fuck. Oh man. This poor soul, dude. I'm gonna have to
I
kill
know. That was like the hardest, dude. The hardest part of like posing him is like he kept flexing his abs. And I'm like, bro, stop flexing your abs. Like, I know what you're doing. And I know you just want to see him, but when you're lean,
Right here.
it doesn't matter. Like your abs are gonna be there. I was like, stop flexing your abs. It took us weeks for him to stop doing that because he'd like pull up and he'd go and flex down. And I'm like, dang it, stop. And I'd be like, elongate your torso, lengthen it, buddy. It's gonna show, I promise. And then we'd stop and you see him like flexing and looking past the camera. I was like, dude, I love it. I love it.
That's oh my gosh. I love that kid. He's getting a little easier to talk to,
Yeah.
but like those first couple, like man, I had to explain literally everything I was doing.
Yeah.
But he's
Which is
like,
good. Like I like
yeah,
that, but like some days you're like, bro, okay, just follow it, please. Like just do this. Just do this. But I because I really like try to instill like learning and stuff and like them learning the bodies. And this is why I do that, and I'm sure you do as well. But like it's just hard sometimes.
Well,
yeah,
I mean, some days where you're like 40, 50 messages deep and they're like asking like a question to you that would come off as super monotonous and like, yes, this is an easy answer. And you're like, I don't want to fucking answer this, like without telling you you're retarded.
Yeah. I'm doing that. We talked about that this week. Jesus. These people just ask questions to ask questions. Like, yes, it's the same thing that has been on your plan. The last 3 times you asked me the same question.
I I am I think I'm a month in at this point, and I had someone who hasn't checked in that I've reminded him 3 times once a week. Hey, buddy, need a check in from you. That asked me to. He asked for a phone call, gave me a verbal check in, and then I was like, "Hey, it's really important for me to see you and like have you answer those questions." He's like, "Where are the questions?" I was like, "The original email that I sent you. Like, there's an email explains how to check in, how to take your photos, all that stuff." I was like, "Just go back to that, read over that, and then send me a check in as soon as possible." And he was like, "So on your website, just click the link and fill out that application again." Oh God. We're 3 days from that conversation. I don't have a check-in yet.
if you actually go into Venmo and you fill out $1,000,
Yeah.
check it all out
Each
again.
week. Yep.
Yes, that's how you do it.
And put in the comments, check in.
I'll look past it. I'll look past it.
Uh,
Just don't do their job. I'll never fathom that.
yeah, it's crazy, man. There's a lot of people that just fucking don't.
Yeah. I got 2 new people starting on Monday that have to train.
In person?
Yeah. No, for fire department.
Oh, fun.
Oof.
Like I have one of them used to be a firefighter for like 15 years, and he's been out for 3. And like I found out this, which blows my mind, is like if you let your license lapse for less than 5 years, all you have to do is go back through and do a task book, and you could just become a firefighter again. And I was like, that blew my mind. And so I have to go through the task book with him, and the thing's like that thick. It's like all these things, and it's like it's as someone that's been in the career for going on 9 years, like those things, like they're simple and stupid, a lot of the stuff. And I know that we're gonna have problems because he's a guy that's done it for 15 years. And he's coming and think he knows everything. And I'm like, you got to go through this stuff. It's just gonna be a pain in the ass. I'm not excited. And then I have to do that while training another guy so I can get him up to speed on driving and whatnot. So I can actually have some sort of relief with people here. So I can do all the things I need to do do all the things I need to do with coaching this year, and maybe try and have a vacation at some point.
Dude, does your fire department make you do most of like bringing on the onboarding newer guys like that?
It just depends on what shift they come on. Uh, I kind of got voluntold for this one, um, and which is good. Like it's it didn't like where the opening was. We already have an issue on that shift, and the lieutenant, if he had to do all this, he probably would have a nervous breakdown. So I was like, yeah, I'll just do it if that's what you guys want me to do. And they're like, that's what we were going to tell you to do. And so we're like, great, that's perfect. So it's, I don't know. We'll see if like one of the guys is jam up. Like he's a young guy, works for the county. He's a little anxious, but that's just he's because he's very soft spoken. And then of course it's me. So like I feel like he was very like anxious and timid around me, and I'm very go 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 in your face. And so I think once he gets used to me, it'll be a good fit. But like the other guy, I don't have much faith in. So we'll see. So either I'll run him off or he'll get better.
Can you haze the fuck out of him?
um, I got told not to, so I'm just going to
Oh,
um like because we had a guy like the last guy that started under me lasted a day. So I've been told to go easy on him, but I'm also
Follow-up
like,
question. What did you do?
I mean, I was good, dude. Like I didn't like he did like a cardinal bad thing, and I walked away. Like I didn't get into him or nothing, and like was trying to be very like it was just a busy day, and then we did like a disoriented firefighter drill, which is basically it's so if you're in a building and you get lost or whatever and it's blacked out and you're trying to get out of the building, basically if you find a hose line, it teaches you how to get back to because obviously if you follow the hose out of the building, you're going to get out of the building. So it's called disoriented firefighter, and they teach you like how the couplings are. It's a smooth, then there's a bump for the coupling, and then there's another bump. So like the saying is smooth bump bump to the truck. So you follow that hose out. Um, so what I do is you basically put a nozzle inside the building and you stretch a hose line and make like a little course through like passages and stuff, and you kind of do like multiple checks off at once so you can see if the person is capable of getting into like claustrophobic areas, like capable of staying on the hose line, like all this stuff. And like I didn't do it too hard, like but like he went through one of these restricted passages and like ripped his mask off, which is like cardinal rule, do not do because you die type of thing. And even like you're trying to simulate things the best of your abilities. And if you can't, even if you're in a situation where like this all simulated and you're in a safe environment, like you can't be doing that, because then we think you're going to do that in a bad environment. So like he ripped his mask off and I was like, I started to yell and I was like, nope. Okay. And I just walked away and let my lieutenant handle it. And we talked about it afterwards, and I talked about the importance of like not doing that because it's important to be able to breathe and not die. And so, but then the next shift, like he just never came back. So and then so everybody blames me, and I'm like, I didn't even do anything. I was nice. Like I was trying, like I
This
made him,
time,
I made him a fancy nickname, like I do everyone. Like I don't know.
was it a nice nickname, Zach?
I mean, it was his middle name. Like middle name was Henry. I was like, oh, Hank. And so, I don't know. It was,
A fairly nice nickname.
yeah, like, and the new
Not like
guy,
crotch stain or something.
I know it wasn't bad. Like, the new guy's name's Michael and his last name's Boatwright. And he's like, everybody calls me Boatwright. I was like, I'm not calling you Boatwright. It's Mikey B. And so now I've got that stuck on everybody saying Mikey B. So
I don't know. I like Motorboat and Mike.
Motorboat and Mike. That's a mouthful, but I probably will use that because I always jump around.
Just call him like the Motorboat and son of a bitch.
You motorboat Mikey.
I just imagine it's a giant frat house, and it sounds fun.
uh some days it's more like ninth grade high school.
I watched Tacoma Park, and I just want it to be like that.
I wish it was like that.
You guys have a kissing contest.
Yes. I mean, I consistently try to make things obviously funny and fun.
Shenanigans.
There's been more serious lately, which I don't like, but I've been trying to make things funny. It's usually at the expense of other people. But
Well, yeah, you have to.
yeah, I do pranks from time to time. Like I'll let it cool off and people forget that I like to do pranks. That way that they don't expect it's me. And so like I'll find like dead animals and put in people's gear and stuff like that. That's fun. I don't know why that's the thing I enjoy. Or I'll put it in the ambulance. Let's see. I haven't froze anything in a while. I used to do that all the time. If somebody left out their clothes, I'd wet them and freeze them.
I left a dead coon on one of my buddy's porches one time. So I mean, I'm with you on that.
Heck yeah.
No.
See, I used to do that in high school to everyone, and they found out that it was me. Like I would pick up roadkill on the way to school, and I would put it in people's cars or in their trucks and stuff. And I guess somebody saw me because I got away with it for like weeks, and no one knew that it was me. And well, one day I guess I'm assuming someone saw me because they took the raccoon that I had put in their car and they put it up underneath my truck on top of my muffler. And I did not know. And I drove about 40 miles after school and it melted to my truck. Like it melted to the muffler, bro. Oh my God.
But that smells great.
Dude, I pressure washed and pressure washed and pressure washed my truck, and it smelled so bad. It just cooked it onto the muffler. It was god awful. that was one time that I literally got my karma got me on that one because I messed with so many people, and then that one I was like, all right, well I'm done pranking people for a while.
One of the firefighters I trained at the gym, he found these little plastic toys that had a good battery life. There was a cat meowing, and he put it in like the ceiling tiles, like behind the walls and like little spots. So people thought there were like cats in the fucking walls or in the ceilings, and they're fucking. So it was a toy that was like this fucking big, and he had like hid it under insulation, so it was like really hard to find.
That's awesome.
I just fucking. He said they never found him. They just meowed, and like he put it in one was in like the bunk area, so he's just meowing all fucking night. Fucking
That's
asshole.
terrible. Oh my God. That's awesome.
That's fucking great.
That's on Google or on Amazon. Meowing cat toy.
Yep. That's quality. Like I try not to affect people's like livelihood. So those like types of things I don't mess with people's food. I don't mess with their clothes. I try not to anymore. I used to do that all the time, but I don't like mess with people's clothes, like their bedding and stuff. Like those are like personal items. Like don't mess with people's toothbrushes and their stuff like that. I wrapped I wrapped 2 years ago for Christmas. I wrapped everything in this guy's locker, like all of his turnout gear and stuff, and then wrapped the locker for Christmas. Dude, this was legit awesome.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah, dude, I've never been more proud of like it was. I saran wraped somebody's car once, and that was a really cool prank. But this was I worked like I wrapped because he has so much crap in his locker, and that was part of the fun of it. Is I knew that he just had so much stuff. It took me like 9 hours. So I wrapped everything in the locker that he had, and then wrapped it like that. It's
You're an
professional.
asshole. Yeah, it's
Like,
a good wrapping job. I
yeah,
can't wrap.
like, as hard as it is to like even do that, like that actually looks pretty good, dude.
Right.
Like that's impressive.
Yeah.
Mine would look like a child did it.
It took me like 9 hours. It was an entire Sunday.
Get paid for this shit.
Yeah.
That's where our tax money's going, huh?
I was still working. Call came out. I'd go to a call.
Can you guys hurry this fire up? I really need to. I have a lot of rapping to
I
do.
got a lot of rapping to do, guys.
Come on, guys, it's Christmas. Get out here.
Zach, you got anyone competing soon?
I think my first is gonna be. I kind of got like I got Trey, and then I got Garrett up there in Virginia doing a show. So I'm I think 12 and 13 out is the
Is he still
closest.
doing that Dune 8 show?
I think so. He's got two picked out, and there's a third one he looked at too. We haven't really decided what we're gonna do, but I mean, we're in a lot better spot than we were last year. So I'm just trying to get him lean. That's just my number one goal is to get him lean. We're in a better place, and I'm like, I think we'll be okay. It's just we're gonna we're
Make it. I got that. I'll be at that June 8th show.
yeah. That's what I think. I think that's the one he's doing. Once we get closer to that, I'm gonna reach out to you and we'll make sure. Because if I can get up there, I might try and hop on a flight, but we'll see.
Welcome to Crash here. We're probably like hour 15 out, hour out.
Okay. Yeah, I'll see. I'll see what I can do. My schedule's just gonna be a pain in the ass the next couple months.
Dylan's still in?
Yeah, he's floating around right around 230 right now.
God, fuck that kid.
Yeah, 230. He's getting tighter. Like I pulled, like he really is. Like I think I'm probably just gonna like pull the shit out of food for a little bit and see what type of response we get. Um, in about 3 or 4 weeks. But I pulled his base day, like I gave him a rest day diet, which he was just like, "Thank you." He's like, "I just am dying," and I was like, "I know it's just a lot of food, buddy." And so he's like, "I'm excited to prep."
Yeah,
So
that's where I was.
but he's moving. He moved today's starting to Monday, so it's also going to be a lot smoother with that too.
Nice.
So instead of him working nights and sleeping 4 hours during the daytime, he's going to be working 4 days a week, still 12-hour shifts, but it's going to be 7 to 7. So he'll be getting to bed at a decent hour.
7 to 7. That's fucking easy. Well, not easy, but
yeah. And so like in that, he only works out 2 of those days. So because he's only training 4 days a week.
fuck him.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I can't. I think I could push more volume on him to do something, but just been afraid to, like, with not sleeping the way he does, and like he says that he does not tired, but I'm like, you're just stupid. Like your body can't from that, and I added a fifth day. I told him just to go have fun in the gym on a fifth day if he had time and wanted to, just go lift something. So, but I think he's progressing really well, and we had a really good talk the other day because I told him I was like, I was like, y'all know we're making good progress and we're going to be ready. I was like, we're going to bring the best version of you. I was like, but national shows, man, like the people you saw at that local show in your first show is not what you're going to be seeing at this show. I was like, we could go and get our asses kicked, buddy. Like, but I said, I think you're going to do really well. And I think that for our first experience there, I said, I said, don't go in. I said, I want us to go in there trying to do our very best. And I said, I just don't want you expecting to win. And,
Yeah.
and I don't know if that's the wrong thing to tell a guy, but I feel like that does more for someone than just fluffing them up. Like, does he have the potential to do so? 100%. Do I think it maybe is this time? I don't know. I don't. We'll see. There's so many unexpected with the changes we've made this year. You know, so
Well, yeah, and you can't control who shows up, and
no, not at all. I can just control how peeled I get him, and
yeah,
hopefully, if we get him peeled enough, that I can do some fun stuff on the back end and we can just be full as a house.
yeah.
And so, I mean, because he was 190 last year and I don't think he's going to go under 200. I really don't.
No, I don't either. Just from seeing, I haven't seen the most recent, but from what I had seen,
We're at 209. 209, I think, is his weight cap. So I think we'll hit that. I don't think we'll be in worry of hitting that, but
no.
I don't know. So I told him, I was like, you know how big you feel and look right now? I said, you're going to look that big or bigger when we lose 20 pounds. I was like, because of his insertions and how small his waist is, like, it's just going to be wild.
He's
So,
pretty. Yeah.
yep.
I don't ever I can't do the whole, you're going to do so well, man. You're going to do really good here. Unless like, I think I just try to put the focus on like, hey, we're going to bring the best version of you possible.
Yeah.
And next fucking Ronnie Coleman shows up and smokes you, the next Ronnie Coleman shows up and smokes you.
Yeah.
Like, I can't control that. Do I think you're going to do well? If I actually do, I will tell them. But
Yeah.
I generally just say, hey, we're going to like, and if it's their first time, like, you're going to be in the best shape of your life. I promise
Yeah.
you. Like,
Yep.
I'm going to get you in the best shape of your fucking life. And that's what we're like, that's going to be our win. And the next year, we're going to fucking beat it. Like,
Yep.
if we can't control who shows up, and let's
Yep.
just go. Let's have fun.
Yep. And
Listen,
I mean,
you're going to get a pro card this show. I don't care what happens.
right.
I'll pay the judges.
There's too much of that. And I don't know. I just refuse to be part of the mentality. I refuse to be part of the mentality of oh, you should have won and you got robbed. Even if I think that's a thing, like that's their opinions. At the end of the day, they're the judges. That's what they're doing. Do I think they're right? No, but I don't think a lot of people in this world are right. So like, I mean, I can just my opinion's different than most. Or not most, but like my opinion can be different. I'm looking at two different things. I also am. I don't know. You're the same way. Kyle's kind of the same way. Like especially in an amateur show, if some dude's peeled at an amateur show, like to me, like they deserve higher points for that. Like because 99% of the people there are not close to the shape they need to be in, to be on a bodybuilding stage, much less win a class. Like, and then, in Georgia, like if you have good shape at an amateur show, but you can be out of shape and you could be, 8-10 pounds from where you need to be on stage, but have good shape, like they'll give it to you. They'll give you the win. Oh, he's got big legs. He deserves a win. Okay, well, this guy, yes, he's smaller, but he has a better overall look. He's actually conditioned. Why is he second? So I mean, I don't really know where I was going with that, but I'm just trying to tell people, like, I'm trying to give anybody. I try to just be 100% with people. There's too much bullshit in these world these days. Everybody just fluffing everyone. Oh, you're the greatest. Here's your participation trophy for finishing last.
I mean, even in what you just said too, like, I don't know what they're gonna fucking pick that day. Are they gonna pick the dude that's got better shape? Or are they gonna pick like the shredded guy? Like who are they? Who are they
Right.
going with that day?
Right. Like, dude, here's a perfect example, okay? Like me and you are going to be in the same class, okay, for bodybuilding.
Yeah.
All right. And if they don't do a D class, we'll be in the same class for classic physique. We have two entirely different physiques. Okay. We both will be in shape. My goal is to be the most peeled guy at the show, just because that's the only thing I can bring.
Behind me.
Behind you.
Most peeled behind me.
Yeah, okay. but that's what we're gonna try and bring to the show. However, me and you have two completely different looks, and if we're standing next to each other, we're both in really good shape. Okay, I have no idea. Like, sure, I have a denser back than you. You have better legs than me. Like, we can do this all day. You have a smaller waist than I do. Like when your waist comes in, like. I mean, I have no idea. Like you say, oh, I'm going to finish second to Zach. No, I have no clue. Like, depending on what day they're choosing that day, either one of us could win. Like, or we all get our ass stomped by some dude that's 5'8" and 225.
More likely. That's more
than likely that one. But like, you just never know. Like, that's why 100%. I was like, let's do it, man. Like.
Yeah,
I'm not going in there and be like, oh, I'm about to smash Kyle, or like, I'm so excited to do this shit, man. Like, it's gonna be fun. Like, to be able to do it with my boy, like, I've never done that.
It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a fun fucking show. I mean, neither of us thought about it until Berserk. I was like, you two competing together? Right? I don't know. We'll find out.
Yeah, sure. I guess. I mean, yeah, like I'm just excited. This is gonna be fun. Like, and hopefully everything will just go smooth. And
Alex, all you gotta do is drop like 60 or so pounds, man, and you're in.
Yeah, man.
Dude, I'll be right there. Don't worry.
We're 19 weeks out. You should come.
Where is it again? It's in Georgia, right?
Yeah, it's in Atlanta.
Okay. You
So,
probably make that work.
Pounds in 19 weeks, you'll be good to go.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, dude.
It's fine.
Light work.
I've done it in less. I don't know what you're bitching about.
Zach did it in 2 weeks, man. Come on.
Yeah, dude. You're right. I'll tell Bersercon that's what we need to shoot for. Throw in the DMP now, dude.
Yep, throw in the DMP.
All of it.
It's all of it plus 10 IUs of GH, dude. It mixes, right? We'll
The
be
math
good.
checks out.
Yeah.
Perfect.
We'll be good.
I sent you that text from him, didn't I, Kyle? About
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I thought
You won't need it. Kyle will.
Kyle will.
I think I checked in like the next day and he was like, you got to order this. Here we go.
Because we were talking like stuff to get and whatnot, and DMP got brought up, and he was like, "Nah, you won't need it." And then it was like the next thing, but Kyle will. I was like, screenshotting that.
My body just wants to stay fat.
Well, shit, boys. It's about time to go eat again and go take a little walk so I can be a little less fat. So
nice.
Oh boy.
Yeah. So call it
Adios,
back here.
chachos.
All right, fellas.
All right. Have a good night, guys.
Y'all have a great one.